Hey guys, what's up and welcome back at the Artist Coaching Podcast with me, JoeySuki. Right now you're gonna listen to a small cut of the coaching sessions that I did at MixCon. We actually had a pretty unique environment because we were doing coaching sessions inside the cars. It was inside a Mini. So that was pretty cool to do. And the things you're gonna hear here are like this, a few cuts from those coaching sessions. And I think especially, you know what? Just listen to it. I think it's definitely gonna be valuable to you. So enjoy listening to these small bits and pieces of the coaching sessions in the car, and I'll see you guys next time. So, what can I help you with today?
Since I got a little bit surprised with my session here, I didn't prepare anything. I'm a DJ and artist myself. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm doing it next to my university and next to my studies.
How old are you?
I'm 23. Mm-hmm. Got 23 in November. Mm-hmm. I'm a DJ since like 6 years. I'm playing since 6 years. Started in like small bars, then went to Neuraum in Munich, and now I'm one of the resident DJs in Neuraum, playing like 2 or 3 times a month there.
Okay.
And 4 years ago I started producing my own music too, but I didn't find the time to like get to a really professional level. Didn't have the time yet, but I'm still working on it. Like next to the university, I'm always a little bit working on it, and it's getting better and better. But right now, I didn't have. Yeah, it's a
getting hot
here. But right now, I didn't have the time to like get to, as I said, to get to a professional level. But I would love to like. In university, I always have like 2 months where I have nothing to do like after all my exams, and I would love to kick it up a little bit, to produce more and to get a little bit more into the label work and send some promotions and some demos.
Have you ever finished the song?
Some songs, yeah.
And are you happy with the result, or is it like you're still not there?
Not really, because I like the idea that I had, but I don't like what I made out of it. So
technically,
I'm technically not on that level I would love to produce. Mm-hmm. That's like my biggest goal, to get like to a higher professional level just from the producing aspect. And I think, in my opinion, I got some songs who have great ideas, and in my opinion, I hope others like it too. But I can't like bring it down to the song. And that's my main problem. It doesn't sound like shit, but it's not like a professional level.
Okay.
That's like my main focus right now. And like 1 year ago, I teamed up with another mate I get to know at MixCon and some other events, and we were producing together like big room trance sound. And he's a little bit more advanced in his producing technique, and I'm more advanced in like my DJ technique, and I know a lot of people in Munich. And so we teamed up and said, okay, let's team up, do the project together, let's see where we can get. And we started producing some songs, but we haven't finished one yet. We have like 3-4 projects. 2 of them are almost finished, but we are always like, we want to change some little things. We already had contact to Maurice West because he was playing at Neuraum, and we just talked to him. It was really nice because we could send the music to him. And that's like where we stand right now. So we're playing sometimes at Neuraum because we know the guys there. And
it's a good place to play.
Of course we love it.
And
the venue is
what's like the main question you would get from this story? Like
the main question is what the best way for me is to manage my university and my producing life, and to get to a more professional level on my producing life, but still don't drop out of university. So what would be the best way to combine these 2 things?
You know, the thing is, with music production, there's only one way to get better at it, which is putting in the hours. Like repetition. It's with everything, like working out, with sports, with everything. It's just a matter of repetition. Of course, there's a small piece of talent involved in music. Like if you're a more creative person, it might come easier for you to learn how to make music. But in the end, it's all a matter of repetition. And like finding that balance is really personal. I don't know how much hours you have. Like, what do you think you have on a daily basis? How much time do you actually spend working on a university?
I think that's like my main problem, because it varies a lot.
Sorry, it's variety. Variety.
Variety, yes. It depends really in what time of university I am right now. If I'm having exams, I have like 0 time. There's no time to produce any at all. And if I'm in like my holidays, I have all day. I have like 6 hours a day.
Well, in that case, I think you should always create a schedule for yourself. What's possible for you at that moment? Like, of course, you can dream of making music 8 hours a day, but if reality tells you that you have university, and if you want to finish it, that takes time as well. So in the end, it's all about finding that ultimate balance. If it's in January, it's 2 hours a day, but in February you don't have any exams, it's 8 hours a day. That's it. You know, like there's no middle there. Like, you have to find the way it works for you, because everyone's life's different. Everyone, like, sometimes you have a birthday, or sometimes you have a family thing you have to go to, or it's Christmas, or everyone has reasons to not do something.
Yeah, true.
But if you want to become better in music production, it takes effort, it takes time, and you need to schedule that time into your agenda. So maybe that could work for you, that if you know your study calendar, if you know when you have to go to school, try to work around it.
Okay, yeah.
And spend, I'm not sure what you do in your evenings, but spend your evenings as well. Say like 4 or 5 hours in the evening. That's an extra 4 hours a week.
Yeah, sure.
Or your weekends. But it all comes down in put it in actually those hours. Because if you don't do anything, you will never get better.
Yeah, true.
And that's a matter of discipline. And I know this sounds like shit, because that's probably the answer you weren't hoping for. But it's like reality.
Yeah.
And the thing is, why I'm telling you this is that a lot of people are looking for shortcuts. Like, how can I do this quicker?
You can get there quick.
There is no quicker. The only way you can speed this up is spending more hours. But if you have other obligations like university, and you simply aren't capable of having more hours, that's
no
reality. You have to accept it, or you have to say, fuck university. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
But that's another decision to make, you know, that's personal. I did that, I skipped school because I felt like I needed time as well, and I wanted to become better, and I didn't like my school. I didn't see any future in my school, so I said, why am I even here? It takes me like 40 hours a week, and I don't really see anything happening with this school. So that's why I decided to quit and spend full time on music, which was a really hard decision.
Yeah, sure, I can imagine that.
Because if you're 23 and everyone keeps telling you, like, you have to study, you have to get this piece of paper, because without one you will fail. I don't have a piece of paper. I don't consider myself failed, you know. Somehow people still want to fly me over to Munich to talk to people. So,
true.
And I don't have any paper, so that all comes down to defining what you want in life.
Okay, yeah.
Is your study the thing you like to do the most, or?
I would not say like the most, but I actually like studying it. It's not like I'm there and it feels like a big pain or anything. I'm there and I'm enjoying it. I studied something else before, and that was a pain. And I'm really glad that I left that behind. But right now I'm happy with it. I like to study it, and I really don't want to throw it away. I have like 2 more years and I'm finished with that. And I don't want to throw it away, and I want to finish it. But yeah, my problem is like how to balance it perfectly. But I'm going to try to work more hours, like in the evening, and
exactly that. You know, that's the thing. That's not like a music thing. It's a life thing. It's like a life. Life's about making decisions. Every decision you make, the fact that you made the decision to go to university impacts your life. It impacts your life in like 40 hours a week. That's a decision you've made 2 years ago. Right now, you have another decision to make. Am I going to balance those things out, or am I going full all in on this, or am I skipping out on music, or am I going into university full time? It's all about making those decisions, and thinking about those decisions is a good thing, because I never did that, and that's why I've fucked up with my artist career. Because I never thought about these kind of things, like what matters to me, you know, like. That's actually the question you should ask yourself right now. What matters to you? What gets you out of bed tomorrow?
Okay, yeah. What's important for me?
Because you are the only person that has to live with the decisions you make.
True.
I don't really care what you decide. You know, like I'm waking up tomorrow and I have another day. I don't care about what you're gonna do. You have to live with that.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
So balancing study and music is really personal. You have to find yourself, ask yourself, how much time do I want to spend on music, and can I fit that in with my schedule right now? And if not, what should I change?
Yeah. Or how could I change it to get the time?
Exactly. Like maybe you spend. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
How much time do you spend with your girlfriend?
Yeah, many hours because she lives with me. So,
okay. But well, maybe you could win a few hours there. Like
sure.
have a talk with her and say like, you know what, this is really important to me. This is something I want.
Yeah. I think it should be no problem because she understands that and she really likes that I'm doing a lot of music.
Well, that saves you like 5 hours a week.
Yeah, true.
Which is 5 hours extra. Yeah. That's the way I would approach it. You know, like go through your life, see where you are spending your time. Maybe it's friends, maybe it's family, girlfriend, study, all the things you do, sports, workout. I don't know if you do something.
A little bit on the side, like a bit
okay,
of jogging,
well, that all takes time.
Yeah.
How important are those things to you?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think like workout is like more like just to stay fit, but it's not like a high priority for me.
Yeah, well, it's important to stay fit, right? Like you like to live long.
Stay healthy, yeah. So for sure, but it doesn't have like a high priority for me. I would always love producing music more than going to the gym.
And how much time do you spend in the gym?
Not that much, maybe like 4 or 5 hours a week.
Okay, well maybe you can bring that down to 3.
Maybe it would be enough.
Yeah. Totally. Depending on what you feel like is enough. You know, I work out a lot as well. I work hard, but I also do like sports.
Yeah.
But I go out for a workout at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So I wake up an hour earlier, so I can go. I just take time of my sleep. I still sleep a lot. It's not like I sleep 2 hours a day. I sleep. Well, I have a baby, so I don't sleep that much, but about...
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, she's almost a year, but she's still tiny, so... technically seen she's still a baby. But right now I sleep like 6 hours a day, which is enough for me. But I also know people who need like 9 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm sleeping around 7. It's like my normal time.
That's all personal. Yeah. Like I can tell you my schedule, but it doesn't mean you have to do the same thing. Exactly.
Else,
like I have a lot of energy in my body to do all the things I do, but some people say like I'm tired after 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that's up to you to decide. Like how far would you like to go to get to the goal you want to get? Yeah.
Yeah, true. It's a big point.
It's all about prioritizing things.
Yeah.
Maybe make a list. Like just go from 1 to 10 and say like, where's my priorities? Maybe work is priority 1, or like university is priority 1 right now. Music is priority 2, girlfriend priority 3. She probably won't be happy with it, but
I hope she doesn't find the list.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it, like delete the list after you finished it, but it clears up like where your priorities are right now, and try to keep doing that every month, 6 months, every half a year, because your life changes. Yeah. You change as a person.
You can remind yourself what's important.
3 years ago, my life was all about DJing and making music. Yeah. Now, I don't DJ anymore. I don't make music anymore. I do like full-time coaching. I have a baby. My life changed in 3 years. Yeah. So I don't have the same priorities I did 3 years ago. So you need to keep changing those things and keep an eye on what's important to me now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. You can have a look into the future. It doesn't make sense to go back because you can't change anything. What matters now?
Yeah, that's really good. Going to do such a list.
It could be confronting, you know, because sometimes people think they have their priorities straight, and then they start thinking about like how much time do I actually spend, and then you think, fuck.
Yeah, okay. There comes the realization.
Yeah, like you can also start tracking your week. Like maybe take 1 week and track your calendar. Like what am I actually doing on a day? Yeah. And just write everything down.
I'm spending these hours.
So like 10 to 1. 10 to 3 university, 3 to 5 workout, 5 to 7 dinner with girlfriend. Block it out, and then you probably see like, oh, I lose so much hours.
Yeah, I actually think I'm wasting a lot of hours a week.
Could like I've actually, where did I heard it? Last week I heard somewhere that people waste 4 to 5 hours a day on social media, Netflix, whatever you do, Xboxing, PlayStation. 4 to 5 hours a day. Yeah, if you can take 3 hours of those things and spend it on music, you still have 2 hours to chill.
Yeah, true.
But the thing is, people like to be comfortable. People like to be behind that TV.
Yeah,
people like
and not go out.
Under the blankets. Yeah. And that's where your decision comes in. Like, is that the thing you want, or is it the other thing you want?
That's why it would be perfect to write it down so you can like see it. where you have the hours.
And that's why it could be confronting, because you actually see like, wow, this is how I spend my day.
But that's a lot of sense.
But that yeah, well, I hope it works, because that, at least to me, it worked, because it really gave me an insight on how you live. You feel like you have an idea how you live, but you really don't.